Good afternoon. It depends. Of course, it depends how we are playing and facing them tomorrow. The first leg made one difference. In our expectation as well was to accept everything what happened. Always, if we were with real possibilities to play one match, being our expectation close to get good result for the second leg. Of course, 2-1, 3-1 is changing something. A lot, not. Why? Because we have to win with 2-1 and we have to win with 3-1. Now we have to win with one more goal in our expectation.
The atmosphere is going to be fantastic, you know. But players at this level, and at your level and PSG's level, play in front of big, loud crowds every week. So is the home advantage, is it still a big factor now at this stage of the competition?
They have experience playing with the opponent supporters in away matches they are playing in France and in Europe, and we have as well. But if we are connecting with our supporters, if we are transmitting energy, positive energy, if we are playing more or less, getting tactically and individually good things on the field, the supporters, they are going to add us their energy, they are going to help us a lot, and they are going to transmit us the energy, and always for our players playing at home with the energy they can receive from the supporters is something adding positively. More for us than PSG players, because they have experiences and they can as well manage in different moments as well, trying to focus the match and not really involving how the supporters they are pushing them. But for us it's important, for our players, for our energy, for our wishes, for our capacity to show our supporters as well, our individual and collectively performance. This is the really important, how much they can transmit the supporters helping us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Unai. Just wonder, how do you balance going for those goals, as you mentioned, to win the game, as well as defensively, though, keeping PSG at bay, especially with the attacking players they showed in the first leg?
We competed there like we planned. And the result we achieved was not really the best result, but we were in good balance at the end of the match for the second leg now. And now the objective is to win. Is enough to win? Of course, with one goal is not enough. But if we are winning, we can be close. And our objective is to try to play with one strong plan in our tactical way tomorrow, and then try to be consistent. Try to be consistent and try to understand how is going the match in 90 minutes. And of course, when we were winning in Bruges, we were as well, with the advantage we had, we were ready to play extra time and penalty shoot. Now, again, our plan is as well, if we are getting extra time, fantastic, and if we are getting penalty shoot, could be maybe fantastic as well.
I just wanted to ask you about Oli as well, after a fantastic goal on the weekend. You mentioned a few weeks ago he was looking after a little knee injury as well. I just wonder, is that now healed, and how is he feeling ahead of tomorrow, and how important could he be?
He showed us he was feeling fantastic in Southampton and scoring goal, and he played 30 minutes really performing very well. And this is the duty we have with the players. Try to be focused 100% and try to be using their skills and qualities, helping the team 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, or even 5 minutes. And this is the mentality we will need tomorrow to play the match. Everybody ready and everybody trying to get the best. Thank you.
Unai, you said a couple of weeks ago that sometimes you don't pick or decide on the final team until a few hours before the game. I just wondered, have you a clear idea of the team you're going to select tomorrow yet, or are you still deciding?
We are going to train this afternoon, and it's very important how they are, because my first objective is to try to identify how they are, the players. We played on Saturday, and we trained yesterday morning, but today we are going to train in the afternoon and or in the evening, and we have to test every players. Of course, I have my idea in my mind, but I don't have my idea in my mind for the starting 11. I have my idea, a plan overall, 90 minutes or extra time or penalty shoot with the match tomorrow. And when we are preparing each game, we are preparing with every players. Everybody, they have to know tomorrow their task on the field. And they have to understand as well how we have to manage emotionally as well the match. Tactically, emotionally, the starting 11, the playing the bench, everybody ready in case they are on the field to do their task and our plan we have going to set for tomorrow.
Unai, how much more difficult is it because PSG had a clear weekend going into this game? Do you have an issue with that? How much difficult does that make it?
We have the habit to play a lot of matches in a row and in 3 matches per week, and as well they have these habits and they are ready to play. They rested, but for me it's not very relevant.
Bonjour Unai. Demain, quels ingrédients votre équipe devra mettre en place pour renverser la situation? Bonjour Unai. Quels ingrédients demain votre équipe va devoir mettre en place pour renverser la situation face au Paris Saint-Germain? Et lors de votre retour au Parc des Princes, quelle différence vous avez senti entre votre PSG et celui de Luis Enrique? Merci.
We have to set our game plan as better as possible, and we have to try to understand how we have to understand as well their idea, how we can get individual duels on the field, and then is the player, they are protagonists, completely the protagonists to do their best work and to get their best performances. After the first leg was playing away, was the first leg. Of course, the result is for them. Of course, they showed their favorite way they have for this competition and as well playing against us. But we showed as well our capacity to compete, getting close, to be as well with adding with our possibilities to beat them. And tomorrow, tactically, we are going to try to get our best, with our experiences as well, our best individual and collective tactical idea to face them. And we have to believe showing as well our wishes to get it, and respecting them like we respect them, and respecting them in the same way we did there. But of course, trying to use now Villa Park like our home and like our fortress. We are a lot of time feeling it, and to share with our supporter the really motivated match to play tomorrow.
Unai, given the high stakes tomorrow, would you regard this as the greatest comeback that you've ever pulled off if you do go through? And do you have anything in your previous experience where you've overcome a big first leg lead?
Y que si tienes algún recuerdo, alguna experiencia previa de que hayas levantado una situación como esta, quizá con el Betis, con el Sevilla, no sé.
I have experiences coming back result positively and negatively in 2 ways. But now is something different. We want to write here the history with Aston Villa. Last year and in Conference League, and this year in Champions League, and hopefully for a long time in Europe. Because my experiences before was different. Sometimes losing away and winning at home, sometimes losing at home and winning away, in different ways. And as well, sometimes winning, more winning than losing, but I have as well some negative experiences. But I'm not going to remind the players those experiences, because my idea and my every word with the players inside, sending the message is how we are doing this way and how we are getting experiences together here with Aston Villa, with the players we are, with the experiences we are adding in our back last year, this year, and as well with the combination we have with our players mentally, and as well individually, tactically, to play, being so demanding in our process to get opportunities and believing to be tomorrow PSG.
Unai, hiya. In your first 2 years here, Watkins was always the clear first choice, number 9. This year it's been a bit different, first competing with John Duran and now with Rashford sometimes. How well do you think he has adapted to those new circumstances?
We are increasing the level. And increasing the level is, firstly, is because we are playing more matches than 2 years when we arrived here. We are playing now 55, 57 matches, last year and this year. And as well, they are adding a lot of players, they are going with the national team. When I arrived here, they were going less than now. One of them is Watkins. And of course, when you are playing the highest level, usually is because you are competing with good teammates in the squad. And this is the process we have. And the player, they have to understand when we are increasing our level is being more competitive way for them as well. And we have to use 2 players competing in the highest level to get our objective. And this is the process we are increasing in 2 years. And the experience we are adding collectively and individually is being positive. And for example, it's very, very important how this year, for example, starting the season playing Oli Watkins was not completely fit. We needed John Duran, and he helped us to get a lot of points in that moment, West Ham, Leicester. And then sometimes as well was John Duran playing in the starting 11, and he was being used, and he was helping us 30 minutes. And now with Rashford, more or less, is something similar. We can identify the same way, but we need both players. And the next step, if I can have time to get is to play together. They did, playing Rashford left side, but now we are choosing more both players playing as a striker, but we can play as well with 2 strikers like them. But it's the next step I want to do. I want to try to to practice, to test, but it's not. We are not now with the enough time to do it.
Last question, please.
Yes, hello. In both League One and Champions League, set pieces are usually identified as a weak point for Paris Saint-Germain. Do you see it as well as a weak point for Paris Saint-Germain, set pieces?
But they are being successful or not?
Not so much defensively, I mean. I meant defensively, of course.
Maybe we are speaking about it. Tomorrow they are going to perform fantastic. We have to play and to compete in everything. And they are being successful defensively in set pieces. How? Because they are not conceding a lot of corners, a lot of fault. they are avoiding the opponent capacity to threat them through set pieces because they are not conceding a lot. And this is the first defense. They are doing fantastic, really fantastic.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you.